Time machine.
What's the second thought? There is no second pass.
What's up, guys? What a terrible, terrible day for Bitcoin. Or is it? We're going to dive into that here in a bit. Hope you guys are having a great Monday. Although all the things going on right now, the volatility, right? That's why we're here. That's why we're in this space, for the volatility, because that's what makes it valuable, right? You can't get this kind of move in the stonks market, right? I'm trying to get a 2, 4, 6, 8, 10x from the stonks market. Ain't happening. Anyway, we're going to unpack what's going on today. A lot of news to uncover, of course, as we do normally every single day. All the crazy stuff going on in our space. It's never a dull moment. Never a dull moment, is it? It never really seems to be, man. It never really seems to be. And I tell you every single day, I feel like I want to go back to the bear market. Things are a lot more easier in the bear market. You just threw money at places, and you waited for the bull market. And yeah, here we are. We're in the bull market now, and it's getting kind of dicey. So yeah, want to kind of unpack what's going on with Bitcoin, go into some JASMY, take a look at some Solana. Man, Solana's getting some interesting moves. Bitcoin, of course, still sitting at this in between, not invalidating yet, but kind of falling off the highs because of what happened today. We're going to unpack that as this megaphone pattern is starting to get invalidated. We're going to dive into why, and of course that's because the U.S., goddamn U.S. is selling? Question mark. Oh, well, I don't think they should be because we just hit that big milestone today. You know what that is, guys. You know what that is. The first thing we look at every single day on our metrics. That is, of course, Bitcoin are kind of slumping right now. Brought to you by Kimbo, the white snow lion. That's the first thing we check out every single day is the heat map. But the one after that is, of course, the U.S. debt clock. There it is, guys. We did it. We waited patiently, and we are rewarded with $35 trillion in U.S. debt. Oh, it's glorious, it's grand, it's wonderful. Because you know that there's no way going back. We can't go back from here. Everyone at the conference, we covered that every single day last week as the show continued. Amazing stuff from everyone. All the senators that were involved, Loomis specifically, Kathy Wood, Michael Saylor himself, of course, Edward Snowden, RFK and Trump. And we can kind of give our take now on how, at least my take, how I feel now compared to Trump and RFK's, policies and everything that they went over. I was not really surprised by what happened, honestly. I think RFK surprised me a little bit, just by how strong he was. But we can get into that in a bit. Let's just kind of go through the rest of this, of course. Sitting at 35 trillion. That's a huge milestone, guys. So we're $103,000 per citizen. Yeah. Of course, Congress also came out and they updated us on that as well. Before I forget, I'm going to pull that up. We got to get into that because last time we covered it, the one guy's name I can't pronounce, Mr. SCH, Mr. Schwing. Mr. Swing. For those who know that Waynesville reference there. 35 trillion. Congress. We'll pull that up today. I'm sure I'll find it pretty easily. It should. You would think it would be easy to find, but I feel every time I Google something, man, they're holding information. They're withholding information back from us. 35 trillion. Where are you, Mr. S? Mr. S. Last time we checked in with him, we were printing. There it is. That's what I'm looking for. We did it! Congratulations! So yeah, I do want to play some of this. This is terrific. I love every bit of this. Every time he gets out there and he warns Congress on the House floor every single time. Hey. We're spending over $100,000 every single second here. I wonder if he's got some of those charts up. We can kind of skim through it a little bit, see if he's got. We got a 2023 versus 2024 chart. What are we gonna take away from this? I'm trying to see if I can find another one of those per second. This is pretty prolific. If you guys aren't aware of that, man, $100,000 per second the United States spends. My God, that's some people. That's more than 3 times their salary in 1 second. 1 second, America spends that in its supposed governance, right? Yeah. Okay. I don't see any charts that are going particularly into that. Let's just catch one real quick and see. Or maybe he's opening. Yeah, let's just hear his opening real quick and then we'll move on.
Happy and joyous. All right, now that
the
program is over,
35 trillion.
Mr. Speaker, or now Madam Speaker Pro Tem.
Oh man.
You see the number? 35 trillion.
My water bill's $100 now, guys.
We should be very, very excited and proud of ourselves. We did something that so many economists said we would never get to this quick. My math says this coming Friday, 3 p.m., the United States gross debt will cross over 35 trillion. Now understand, that's not the way Europeans calculate our debt, which they calculate our debt dramatically higher because of our obligated unfunded liabilities. But you're gonna watch the Treasury Friday about 3 p.m. post up a number, $35 trillion. We did it.
35 trillion.
Congratulations. And how many people have you heard come find the microphone today or this week, understanding, wanting to talk about that? What we've gotten is people coming behind the microphone and not telling the truth. We all want to protect Social Security. The way you protect Social Security is you know the math and how
it's almost the same amount. It's they're liable for. Again, going back to that number, we look at this all the time, and I pointed out it's a huge number, guys. We are liable as the United States to pay our citizens These are crazy numbers. 27,000. No, 27 trillion. That's again like hundred thousands, millions, billions, trillions. That's how much. Like we can't. I mean, it's unfeasible. It's unthinkable. Numbers like I can't even think that high, man. No one can.
We're on track in a decade to double senior poverty.
Double senior poverty.
God forbid any of us tell the truth about math.
Damn.
Because the truth gets you unelected and a bunch of really angry ads.
I'm just so
home.
fed up, man.
So this place runs around and avoids telling the truth.
You tell them.
Let's walk through another little factoid. My math basically says this year,
45.68%
of all the income tax collections, receipts.
Wow.
Your government takes
It's
in
all funny
just
money.
cover the cost of interest.
It's 50%.
I'd been coming behind
basically
the microphone and saying, "Hey,
It's like Bukele said.
for this
It becomes
fiscal
reality
year
more and more
would be
every
somewhere
day."
around a little less than 1.2 trillion. I apparently have that wrong. It's probably
Yep.
going to come in about 1,140 to 60 billion dollars. Either way,
I mean, I've been predicting a 1.2 trillion, but
45.68% of every dime we're collecting in your income tax now just pays interest.
the interest 50% basically. It's ridiculous. Oh my god. And even if that's true, I mean, like, again, going back to the debt clock, and of course what he's referring to is this here, which is roughly around 1 trillion, but again, economists are saying it's 1.2 trillion. Right there, interest on the debt. Not even a trillion yet. That's the net, right? The debt on income and everything. So this is where we're at. This is where we're at here in America. I just wanted to play a little bit of that because I love every time he gets out there and everyone just glazes over. I mean, some people are snoring. There's no one even in attendance. For love of God, every single person in all the policymakers should be involved. Why is this such an empty room every single time? It's disgusting, absolutely disgusting. And no one's watching on C-SPAN. No one. No one's watching this stuff. Anyway, I just wanted to kind of, again, touch base on that a little bit. It's absurd. It's nuts. It's crazy. It's not wonderful. It's not wonderful what's happening here. Anyhow, so moving on, checking the rest of our metrics out. Of course, fear and greed slipping for the stocks. Going back into 46. Fear and greed on the crypto. Still greedy. Still sitting at 67, down from 72 yesterday. Okay. And why is that? Well, we're gonna dive into the. Just hold on. We'll get there. 105. Just not even 105. Still the U.S. dollar, the Dixie, kind of going up a little. As I don't understand why. I really don't understand why. More people are buying bonds. I don't get it. Rushing the bonds is maybe there's some sort of planned sell-off for Bitcoin after all the U.S. candidates. We'll get into that. All the crypto today, on the day, kind of coming up really big. BSV, look at that, up 15%. Man, I just bought a big bag of this. Well, not a big bag. For me, it's a big bag, but I just bought a bunch. of this. Of course, being on Max's show, we were going over BSV and some of the, just the tokenomics of it, and obviously the metrics, the TP. It's crazy. It's crazy, right? When we're talking about transactions per second, TPS. And the potential for it, and again, the risk versus reward. That was my argument. It's a no-brainer. It's like $500 for 10 coins. Even still, about $530 for 10. About 10, right? Am I doing that right? Yeah, about 10 coins. I mean, to me, that's a no-brainer. Why wouldn't you want 10 Bitcoin? It's the tokenomics. It's the hard fork of Bitcoin. Hard fork of technically Bitcoin Cash. Anywho, so that's huge. It's awesome. I'm happy to see BSV up again a big way today. BCH also is up, which I do not endorse. I think that coin should have died a long time ago. Boom, the Book of Meme, is up. Who the hell knows, man? These memes, man, they move on their own agenda. And then, of course, JASMY actually holding up a little bit. On the week, it's up still pretty good, roughly about 10%, as we are waiting for that coin to just rocket And yeah, we'll take a look at that in a bit as well. Other than that, on the day, yeah, nothing really speaks to me. There's some things that are down on the day, but on the week, everything, all my projects are pretty much either holding on or up a bit. BSV up about 17%, almost 20% on the week. Crazy. But yeah, on the month, we're still looking pretty damn bad. Not too shabby, right? Not too bad. All right, let's move on. All of the biddies on exchanges, right? As we've seen all of the Mt. Gox, kind of flow into all the exchanges, particularly Kraken. Starting to wane a little bit. We're not down to any crazy lows, and again, like we were before, 2.4. But we're still sitting around just under 2.5 mil for the rest of the world to fight over, as we still only mint 450 a day. All right, still huge metric to look into. BlackRock as the world freaks out. BlackRock's not stopped buying. It's not going to stop buying. 338,000 biddies still. Yeah, still putting in 300 near 350 on Friday, and then today, I'm curious what they actually bought in today. Of course, we gotta go outsource because they're behind again. I bet. Let's see, what are they buying today? Another 1,000 as the world falls? That'd be my guess. Another 1,000. 500. Whoa, what? Wait, what? Oh, that was last week. 9 hours ago. Huge trading volume for US Bitcoin ETFs. IBIT over 560 million in the first hour of trading. Wow. And number 5 in of all ETFs in the world currently. Wow. Look at that. That's nuts. That is crazy. Man, no one's talking about this stuff, man. Crazy. But what was the actual net by the end of the day? Let's go latest. 7 minutes ago. As of 7 minutes ago, Fed meeting day 1 of 2 today. I didn't know there was a Fed meeting today. There was supposed to be. Oh, I guess it's. Oh yeah, it's probably like unemployment numbers or something. No, I think we already had that. Where are we at? Come on, where are the numbers for BlackRock? 1 hour ago. Huh. Man, I gotta dig today, man. I gotta dig today. I'm just not finding it, guys. I'm not finding it. Oh, wait, is that it? 1.5. That's still like the volume. It's. I wonder how many biddies they accumulated. All right, I'm over it. I just can't find it. Oh my god. But yeah, I mean, it's still crazy that they had that large of a day in volume on. Well, that makes sense. There's a lot of volatility today. Anywho, let's get back into this. Boom. What else is notable? Is ARK Invest at 50 biddies? Nope, they're close. They're close to 50,000 biddies. Fidelity's still slacking, not quite 200K. And Grayscale looking like it slipped a little bit too. It was 275 last week. All right, moving on. Top 10 crypto assets on exchanges. This is what we got right now. Number 10 still sitting at Cardano. We got 11 Tron and Avalanche still fighting it out for the number 11 slot. Shiba Inu coming back up. It's slipping, man. It's slipping. God, it's been going down for a little bit now. Any other big movers? I do have to say that JASMY did push itself back up above 60 again, which is awesome. Very bullish. We're 5 away from its top position in the top 100. That's, of course, 52, which is currently taken up by damn meme coins. Floki. All right. Moving on. There we got here. All assets in the world. Bitcoin still sitting slightly under silver at 1.325 trillion. Silver slipping, of course, down from 1.75 last week. At the beginning of last week, silver was high, man. It really fell. All right. And, of course, the Bitcoin rainbow chart. Can't forget the Bitcoin rainbow chart. That's, of course, our Our resident no coiner Mondo. Are you still a no coiner Mondo? Chime in if you are, or if you're not. If you're in the chat. But yeah, it looks like, of course. Yeah, we are still above the fire sale, right? Still in the buy zone. Not even back into accumulation. Like, these are crazy times. I cannot believe we're still this low. Yeah, as of right now, if we actually look down in the new chart, you can get more of an idea. Right now, where we would be at, if we were going to be in anywhere near FOMO, which means, mass adoption, all the normies, the consumer, like the retail jumping on in, we would be somewhere between 120,000 and 150,000, around that range, right? When you're looking at bubble territory, FOMO, not even in max bubble territory. We're still early, right? We're still early, but still, like, I feel like we're so left behind, especially after we had basically. What are you waiting for? We've gotten pretty much the approval from every candidate except for Kamala, and she cannot fight this industry because she will not get funding. The Democratic Party cannot push away this industry. They will get no funding whatsoever. So, game's on, man. I don't understand what anyone's waiting for. We've already got pro-crypto presidents. We've got Bitcoin Bitcoin vending machines in every... I was just having a conversation with a friend last night about this. We have Bitcoin vending machines in every single grocery store now, man. Every single grocery store, every single gas station almost in my area. It's crazy out there. And I don't encourage people to use them because they're super high fees. But if you're going to send your money across and you're a legal citizen or whatever, I don't care what people say. They're people, okay? They're people, all right? Illegal or not, they're still people. They want to send money back home, whatever. The best way right now is still crypto. I mean, we're talking about competing with ancient technology. Why wouldn't you use crypto? Bitcoin may not be the best solution for that because of time and fees and everything else, but it's still probably the most secure way to do that. So, anywho, I decided to give my piece on that. Anyway, moving on. Trump, right? Trump. Again, pro-Bitcoin presidents, right? Trump, RFK. I just want to give my 2 cents on this. I kind of did at the beginning of my video or my stream, but yeah, I think that we're on track to basically have a pro-crypto president no matter what. There is some concern with Kamala if she really does win. I don't think it's possible for someone to get that much traction in 3 weeks. I mean, 3 weeks, 3 months. I mean, really, in 3 weeks, it's do or die right now because if you're not on TV doing campaigns right now, and she hasn't even been in the limelight at all in the last 4 years. There's a couple, women's pro women rallies. I don't know functions that she was featured in, but nothing quite like an actual campaign. Like even hell, Obama was doing stuff for Biden because he couldn't, come. He was too sick, right? Whatever was going on with Biden, and same thing with Newsom, Gavin Newsom. Same thing. Like we had other people campaigning for Biden because he couldn't even get out there, and yet we have Kamala. Oh wow, Bitcoin's dumping right now, according to the focused one. Jumping in on the chat. What is up? Let's take a look and see what's going on. Are we going to invalidate that megaphone? I mean, honestly, we kind of already did. They killed it today. We were going to get into that shortly. We were almost there. Why Bitcoin fall? Why Bitcoin down today? The U.S., man. The U.S. selling off, man. Can you believe this stuff? Can you believe that we have 2 pro-crypto candidates come out over the weekend and say, I want to see Bitcoin. I want to back the whole damn country of Bitcoin. I want to buy 500 a day. Yet alone, they're only producing 450. I want to do 550 a day. I mean, I could not believe how I've been pro RFK since the very beginning last year when he was at Bitcoin Miami. I'm still going to vote for him. I am still going to cast my vote for him. But I don't care if I throw it away. It's worth it to me. But yeah, Trump honestly wasn't anywhere near as bullish, right? Anywhere near as bullish. That's what I was going to get at. Kind of saying that He just wanted to kind of let everyone play in their own sandbox, get out of the way. I mean, everything's in the background of this man right now. I was thinking in my head as I was listening to this speech, and I recorded it. You know, we did it live. We waited a long time for him. Do we even know who his special guest was? What was that all about? It was all over Twitter. It was all over X. We were waiting for it. Apparently, it was Elon Musk's touchdown in Nashville. We're waiting on him to get to the convention, and then no, nothing happened. Nothing showed up. We went to, and then the announcers were like, "Oh, it's taking a long time. It's taking longer because of the special guest." And even Trump mentioned it. Like, what? Where was he? Who was he? A vote for RFK, a vote for Harris. That's unfortunately kind of, yeah. I mean. So a lot of people are taking that narrative on it, and I hate that to be the case. I just want to see him pull high enough that we at least get maybe a second campaign for him in 4 years. That's my goal. I would love it, yes. I just don't, reality. You gotta be realistic, right? Exactly. So yeah. It sucks, but it's true. That's right. It sucks. It really does, dude. It hurts me so much because he wants to do so much great things for our country, and he stands for everything I believe in. The food is terrible here. The obviously the workers are getting paid terrible, and we're taken advantage of by every corporation, and then everyone in the world is being taken advantage of by us. It's the whole sick scheme, and we have autism and everything else rampant with vaccination. Oh God, don't get me started. Like everything. I stand for everything, and of course the conspiracies. Of course, I cannot go without talking about RFK without all the conspiracies that him and I both believe in. Oh my God. But anyway, I can't talk about those on here because I'm gonna get banned and censored and all the nonsense. Anywho, I don't care about being demonetized. I ain't making no money here. Anyway. So yeah, that's what my feels are about Trump. And again, it's just kind of like he's talking to the normies. I get it. That's what they want to hear. They're gonna vote for him. There was a lot of static around his talk about, of course, Gary Gensler. This is a speech, guys. This was written by someone else. He just read it. He was even shocked to see that, because anyone paying attention to our space would know, right? Anyone. Anywho, so there's a lot going on there to take away. Moving on. So yeah, a lot of people talking about that here. CNBC, we'll play a little bit of this. Trump embraces crypto. This is what the normies are hearing right now on CNBC. Stock traders talking about this in the golf course.
What the feeling was on the ground and whether or not Bitcoin prices can still get more optimism with this ramp up.
So, Dom, in Nashville this weekend, the Republican presidential nominee spoke to a packed auditorium with standing room only about his vision for what a second Trump administration would mean for the crypto industry. Now, the pledge that got the most applause, Trump said that he'll get rid of SEC Chair Gary Gensler, taking an aggressive approach to
CNBC hates him, too. I mean, they've called him out so many times.
Does not have the power to sack appointed commissioners, and even if Trump were to appoint a new SEC chairman, Gensler would remain a
You got a like on that one. You got a like on that one.
Trump pledged to launch a national Bitcoin stockpile comprised of the roughly 210,000 Bitcoin, or around $14.5 billion worth of BTC.
And there it is.
Already.
That's the money shot right there. Where he talked about moving that amount, right? The sitting amount that we look at every single day here on the stream, right? How much the U.S. holds, how much Germany holds, how much El Salvador holds, China, right? All of that. They want to move all of it. And they start moving it today. U.S. authorities split $2 billion in Bitcoin into two wallets. That's a few hours ago. I think this is updated as of 2 hours ago. They actually moved not only into one wallet, but two. So, this is freaking the whole market out. This is why we have this big dump today. Focus One says they cheered the most for Gensler's firing. Yeah, I mean, that's the biggest thing that really kind of, I guess, surprised everyone. He was talking a little bit about things that Bitcoiners care because it was written into his speech. Again, I felt like he had Larry Fink in his back pocket when he said, "Yeah, guys can do whatever you want with crypto and Bitcoin or whatever it is you do." Right? He still doesn't really understand us. He said it in his own kind of way, but you know that Gary's there. Oh man. And even Edward Snowden, I like the takeaway on that when Edward Snowden said, you can vote, right? But don't join a cult. And Orange Man, Orange Coin, same thing. I mean, we're kind of like a cult, right? I mean, we believe in this thing, whether or not you love or hate Bitcoin. You have to acknowledge its presence in the crypto industry and how everything is off the back of Bitcoin. It's the biggest indicator for our space. But yeah, I mean, how could you? I don't know. How could you ignore the big thing, which is going to be Jamie Dimon and Larry Fink, just kind of, on the talks about being head of the Treasury. I don't know. I feel really dirty about that. Really dirty. I mean, they're going to control the world, guys. We're going to give it to them on silver platter, and I hate to see this. This is, you got to vote for Orange Man now, but. Unless you get enough people to rally around RFK, I just don't think, like you said, Focus One, I don't think it's gonna happen. Anywho, so yeah, they're moving the Bitcoin into 2 wallets, and they're speculating a sale. Isn't that be such a middle finger to us if they just took it the day after? Or I guess 2 days after the weekend, the first trading day, they move all of the Bitcoin and then prep it to sell as a big FU to all the other candidates the Democratic Party doing. I mean, we've seen stranger things, right? I mean, we watched Trump get hit by a bullet, Biden basically turn into a robot or dead or something. All these recordings, like a lot of conspiratorial stuff. And now this, it would not surprise me at all if they start selling this off after they had their planned selling, right? They've been planning to sell this for years, and they've been doing it progressively, and it started chucking down slower last year. And I don't think we've seen a sell-off this year. I don't think they sold any this year. I said that earlier this year. It was like last month I said it. I'm like, are they still selling? I don't think so. Just like the dog with hat. When is that ever going on the dome, right? The big dome in Vegas. I don't know. Mystery. Anyway, enough ranting. Arkham reports U.S. Bitcoin transfer to 2 wallets. Transfer fuels custody versus sale theory. I mean, if you're putting it in 2 wallets, it's more likely they're diversifying into. It's a smart thing to do. I don't know why they didn't have this set up already. And again, they put it all on Coinbase. Was it last year or the beginning of this year? What? Like, why would they move it onto an exchange? I don't understand why they did that. But this is, I mean, you would think this would be kind of bullish, though. I mean, you would start to see some of this move off. We just looked at that, and I didn't see any major moves, right? We would have saw, we would have saw at least 100 or 200,000 knocked off of that 2.49 million, right? No, we didn't really see that. Anywho, so following the U.S. transfer to $2 billion worth of Bitcoin, Arkham Intelligence reported the federal agency divided into 2 separate BECH batch 32 Bitcoin addresses, one containing 10,000 Bitcoin, the other one holding 109. Man, these silly numbers, man. 20,000, basically 20,000. So what the heck? So yeah, they're probably just gonna sell off again another planned chunk. Maybe they're gonna sell off 10,000 now, and then another 20,000 at the end of the year. They're supposed to do it every 2 quarters or every quarter. That was the original plan. It's kind of deviated from that. So Arkham speculates that 10,000 may have been sent to an institutional custody service. Arkham reports that the U.S. Bitcoin transfers to 2 wallets. I mean, hell, they could have been sending this to CIA to do some sort of false flag operation like they're known for. Who knows? Arkham reports that U.S. Bitcoin transfers to 2 wallets. Yep. And it's the custody versus sale theories. The U.S. government, gosh, man, how many times are you going to reiterate this stuff? This is the actual, LMFAO, Biden, Kamala Harris dumping Bitcoin before Trump becomes president. Yeah, Wizard of Soho. That's exactly what I thought when I saw this. U.S. government moves to 2 billion Silk Road coins on-chain. Bitcoin News has published the in-depth analysis of Germany sell 50,000 Bitcoin. Although, dude, and that only set us back 3 weeks? Maybe 2.5? you imagine? This is only going to set us back like maybe at most if they sold everything in a big FU to all the Bitcoiners out there. It would only set us back about 2 months at most in the worst turn of events. And you know BlackRock's going to be buying. They're going to be waiting. Hell, this could be a planned event. They could have, again, the Democrats are, I would say, more run by the banks now than the Republicans are. Hell, and we have got plenty of representatives that have Larry Fink, on on their shoulder. So I would not be surprised at all if this is kind of an in-house plan. Again, what did they say on the House floor when the SAB 21 bill was, getting pushed and then vetoed, right? Ultimately vetoed with the first bipartisan, well, I guess second bipartisan crypto bill almost passed, or would have passed, until it was vetoed by the Biden administration. It was one of they said they're backdoor deals with the banks, 2 or 3 in particular. This is, it's out there. It's right in front of us. The movie is right there. We are watching it every day. We're talking about it. You can watch C-SPAN. I listen to it almost every other day. It is a crazy, crazy world we are living in. Don't get me started with the shooter and the FBI and the Secret Service and all that stuff. Anywho, yeah. So this is all kind of reiterating all the stuff we know about Trump and all the things we know about it being Bitcoiners, of course, and what he talked about on Saturday. Then the U.S. government's Marshal Service has not conducted a formal Bitcoin auction since 2020. Since then, the federal authorities in the U.S. governments, other governments such as Germany, have been utilizing centralized exchanges, the OT service, that's of course over-the-counter, OTC services, avoiding the auction method. This, because they don't want to, depending on what side of the coin, literally, what side of the coin they're on, guys, they do or they do not want to affect Bitcoin's price. And we've seen that happen with multiple countries where they care or they don't care. And for some reason, America seems to care, which is odd. But Germany didn't seem to care. Anyway, so the last documented U.S. Marshal Service Bitcoin auction on February 18th, 2020, when the largest agency sold 4,000 Bitcoins. To take part in the auction, buyers were required to place a $200,000 deposit to bid. Jesus. Oh, yeah. So, I don't know, guys. I don't know. I think it's a scare tactic, honestly. They're like, we can do whatever we want. We're in the house right now. Maybe they won't actually do anything, but it's certainly a scare tactic. They're stretching their power. Anywho, that's what's going on. This I thought was interesting. First Bitcoin capital funded company registered in Argentina. And we talk about this all the time about how slowly they are becoming the, Javier Milei Bitcoin, pro-Bitcoin country that he ran on, right? He ran on that in 2023. If you guys are not familiar with that entire election cycle, it was crazy. It was crazy. And all the money burning and people in the streets and throwing it in the air like confetti like I do here on the channel. Like, yeah, I mean, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. Jesus. But yeah, he even cut the ribbon ceremony in half with a chainsaw. Like, it was nuts. I'd love to see something like that here in America. People rallying over the over Bitcoin like that, or something similar other than the death of our dollar. I don't know. I think there's a lot of people in America that still understand what's coming. Anyhow, Argentina registers the first company with Bitcoin and crypto capital funding. Argentina is gradually modernizing its law framework to open to 2 new technologies and cryptocurrency last week. The Justice Ministry of Argentina reported the company had been registered using cryptocurrency funds, marking it as the first time that has ever happened to the country. What's the name of the country? I didn't skip over it. No, I didn't even skip over it yet. Capital hit almost. Just keep saying the company. The company was founded with a... What company? What? What the heck? Crypto Nazi? What? The process of logistics? Huh. I am dumbfounded. How the hell? Yeah. What? Where's the name of the company? registered first company with Bitcoin cryptocurrency funding. Wow, what the hell? Argentina gradually markets for top together. I'm lost, guys. I don't know. Sometimes I don't know. The company was founded with a capital of almost 500, divided into. Wow, it started with only $500 divided into 0.0045 Bitcoin, and which had a price of $305 or $302 for the day of the registry, and $200 in USDC. Wow. According to the Crypto Nautica's, Inocias, I can't pronounce that. The process of logistics differed from the company. Their company registry, the cryptocurrency had been used, transfer custodial wallets. It's driving me crazy. It doesn't even mention the name of this damn company. This is because the registry has to become successful. For the registry to become successful, the company's capital must be available to see each other law. Maybe they just can't name the company yet. It's too early to come out. I don't know. Adam Dubove, a Bitcoin activist, stressed that due to its fact, it was only possible to integrate the company's capital during the IOUs from exchanges and not with Bitcoin. However, the Justice Ministry celebrated the first crypto-funded company registry in Argentina on social media. It said, thanks to the modernization promoted with the ministry, we made history. We are the first country in Latin America to achieve this milestone. And June, Argentina's, yes, I just told you about all that. But yeah, he did run on that to confirm the possibility of using Bitcoin as part of their plan. Anywho, so I'm assuming they just can't come out yet. It's too early. Maybe they want to protect this company. I don't know. To me, it seems odd to even run this article and not even put in that fact or transparency that this is kind of the narrative. AI wrote this article, LOL. The focus one. Yes, exactly. What in the H, man? What in the hail? What in the hail? I don't get it. Jesus. They put out a lot of articles, so maybe you're on to something there. Latam Insights in Encore. El Salvador shows Bitcoin can be a catalyst to power tourism. I guess. I don't know if you guys dived into El Salvador. It is Bitcoin country, but it still has a long way to go as we investigated a little bit earlier in the year. I think it was back in February or March. We took a look into the current Bitcoin abouts in El Salvador, and it's still kind of a new emerging technology, and it's still not impossible to just go around and buy everything with Bitcoin, but it is harder to do that than you would think for a Bitcoin country, right? So one day they'll get there, but yeah, I would say it's safer, so definitely pushes it definitely cleaned up their country. No one's going to be beating each other's heads over with hammers or wrenches in that country anymore, as they threw away all of their criminals into jail, right, and took them out of office because they were running the damn country. And Bukele cleaned up that country pretty nice, and everyone has commended him. But yeah, I don't want to spend too much time on it. I just kind of want to quickly review. Don't fade El Salvador, man. Don't fade El Salvador. They're making it easier for people to live there too if you have Bitcoin. Anyhow, Bitcoin, Trump, of course. This is his rally. If you guys didn't catch this,
I'm laying out my plan to ensure that the United States will be the crypto capital of the planet and the Bitcoin superpower of the world, and we'll get it done.
We'll get it done.
Now that speech has capped
a complete
about-face of the former president's stance towards an asset class he's considered in the past a, quote, crime-riddled scam while he was in office. Now, the former president was speaking at the Bitcoin 2024 conference in Nashville over the weekend. It's a really interesting dynamic to fold.
Remember what he said? No, I don't like, not Bitcoin. I like, the dollar.
In U.S. politics and crypto, who better to do it than Emily Nicole, who joins us now. Emily, walk us through this journey, which I think is an interesting a way to put it.
All right, I don't think we need to listen to all this, but I just wanted to acknowledge again, this is not stopping. The normies are hearing it on Bloomberg. They're hearing it every time we hear something major in our space. CNBC, Bloomberg. Hell, we covered this when Trump was on stage. Bitcoin magazine. Their live stream went down. We had to go to Fox freaking News. And when I looked for that stream to kind of get us back up and running again, CNN was covering it. ABC was covering it. Fox News was covering it, right? I was shocked that even CNN would cover that. It was huge. Televised everywhere. I just don't understand how the normies aren't flocking in now. I mean, this is it. This is mass adoption. This is... When I saw that, I was speechless. Exactly that. So I just want to reiterate that this is happening in a global way. I was on the golf course. I'm going to be going to the golf course more often. I'm actually gonna be maybe interacting with some of those rich people. You gotta act rich if you want to be rich. Right? You gotta fake it till you make it. Oh Jesus! The focus one. Yeah, I remember Crypto was sitting in his car, panicking. He couldn't find the stream. Crypto. Who's that? Crypto. Is that short for someone? Huh? I'm not catching that one. But yeah, it was crazy. Yeah, we were. I wasn't panicking, but I was like, "What the heck's going down?" I noticed the chat was going, and I'm like, "Yeah, they must be down." Chris, the rich German guy, huh? You know him if you see him. Probably. I probably would. I watched pretty much everyone in the space for the last 4 years. It's been crazy. All right, let's move on. Move on. Solana. I thought this was interesting. Solana-based PayPal stablecoin supply closes gap on Ethereum PYUSD. That's of course the PayPal USD stablecoin. It looks like we got to go to the block for that. PayPal Solana-based stablecoin PYUSD launched a few months ago, and it appears the token supply is already closing the gap on PYUSD tokens on the Ethereum network. Solana-based PYUSD stablecoins currently have a supply of nearly 240 million since launching in May, according to the Dune Analytics dashboard cited by Solana Foundation. Ethereum-based PYUSD tokens have supply of about 348 million, according to the block data dashboard. PYUSD on Ethereum launched close to a year ago. The rapid growth underscores the strength and efficiency of the Solana network, as said Shiraz Shir, GM of payments, yada yada yada. I don't know. Do we have a... Yeah, we do have a bit of a metric there, a chart. Solana-based decentralized exchanges on Jupiter, Orca, which added PYUSD, may have contributed to the swelling growth of PYUSD stablecoins on the Solana network. Broadly, PYUSD and Solana-based stablecoins occupy a relatively small sliver of the overall stablecoin market. It does. USDT is like the king, guys. The king. And on top of that, they have the Michael Saylor strategy as well. They I think that was 2 years ago they adopted that. Started minting USDT and throwing it into Bitcoin. And just keep it going, man. Keep that gravy train running. And then Circle's USDC. Oh, yeah, USDC. Primarily utilize the Ethereum and Tron networks, USDT and USDC. Its market caps are sit about 120 billion and 36 billion respectively, according to the block data report. That's crazy. That's nuts. So we've got, oh wow, look at that. You can't even see them down there. It's Optimism down here. 4 others, and we have Arbitrum on, I think it's, I can't even see Arbitrum on there. Ethereum and Tron. Dude, Tron is really getting some momentum. And yeah, we see that every day, man. Like, they are fighting neck and neck with Cardano, in between Cardano and Avalanche right now. All right, so interesting. I always loved PayPal growing up. Getting into eBay. Man, I was in eBay back in 1999. Man, it shows my age right there. Damn. Yeah, I was a little kid. I was pretty quick on this stuff, man. I wanted to buy and sell stuff on eBay pretty early in my age. I got in trouble in high school for doing that. Oh man. Anywho, moving on. Let's see what we got going on. What else? I did want to cover this. This is of course part of our, guys, our dystopian future segment, of course, when AI, robots, and algorithms, drones, and now synthetic humans and human materials are going to be running the world because you're not going to be here. What are you going to be doing? You're going to be sitting at home eating a bag of Cheetos, Doritos, government cheese, what have you, as they own everything, and you sit there in your little studio apartment owning nothing and being happy. So that's what's going on right now, and you'll be happy to just, maybe get on the metaverse for a little while and maybe taste some artificial, I don't know, parfait at a cafe in VR. Deep dive VR, that is. You're at home eating the bugs. Yep, exactly. Eating the bugs. That's what's going on right now. It's happening right every single day. The AI is coming for your jobs. If you're a driver, if you're a telemarketer, if you're a lawyer, you're an accountant, you're a data entry clerk, right? A bookkeeper, a receptionist, a bank teller, a travel agent, a factory worker. I would say half of those have already been eliminated already, right? Half of them already been eliminated. I mean, we're talking about 80% of all jobs in the next 5 to 6 years, man. It's crazy. So factory workers, fast food workers, customer service representatives, and of course your family, your friends, and your romantic loved ones will all be replaced by robots, AI, NPCs, and video games, and what have you. Hell, are we already in a simulation? What? Is this even real? Can I just dial out and go? Yeah, I'm going to need a way out. I need a way out. Yep. I need a lot of guns. Fast. All right, we're ready. It's already probably there, man. We're already probably there, and we just don't even know it. At least we're on the threshold in what we perceive as reality. But anyway, I wanted to cover this because, again, it goes into that. Have you guys seen this yet? This is been trending on Twitter for a while. I've been holding off covering it now for like a whole week because of all the Bitcoin news, right? But I wanted to share this with you guys because it's happening. It's happening!
16 lab-grown human brains make up the world's first living computer.
What?
The startup behind the biocomputer, FinalSpark, says it uses 1,000,000 times less power than a digital computer processor. FinalSpark even launched an online neuro platform so researchers can conduct experiments with the computer remotely through a server right now. The reason they're able to create a biocomputer is because of organoids, which are simplified mini versions of real organs, a fairly new technology often used for medical research. Organoids are made in a dish using cells from a living organism that can grow to mimic the forms and functions of an organ. So by taking cells from a human brain, this team of researchers is able to create mini brains that they can use for computing. And there's even a system that provides food and water to the cells to keep them alive, but only for around 100 days. FinalSpark claims the bioprocessors they're making consume 1,000,000 times less power than traditional digital processors. With the rise of AI, researchers are searching for ways to cut back on energy consumption to protect the climate and our infrastructure. According to technological research and consulting firm Gartner, AI is predicted to consume 3.5% of global electricity by 2030. That's more electricity than the entire country of Germany uses right now. But the human brain only uses a tiny fraction of the energy of a digital computer, making it a viable solution for AI's energy problem. But why does this make me feel bad for the organoid brains? Will they get depressed? What if they gain consciousness? This practice definitely raises ethical questions. There isn't much evidence the brains could become conscious, but the research is too new to know for sure.
Isn't that crazy, guys? This is how we come up with full sentient AI, because we're going to be mimicking it with our own human tissue. We're talking about synthetics like an Alien. Again, sci-fi and anime are going to predict the future we live in today, right? Dystopian future, and it's here already, and we just don't know about it. We're not aware of it. And every day I'm finding more and more of these little tidbits, guys, like, fiction is not even strange anymore. Oh my god, dude. Yeah, the truth is stranger than fiction. That's where we're living. So yeah, I wanted to cover that in our dystopian future segment, because you can't go back. You can't go back in time now. You can't. Genie's out of the bottle. All this stuff's done. We're done. We can't go back. Anyway, moving forward. It's insane, man. It's intense. It's intense. Robert Kiyosaki again in the news. Again, shilling Bitcoin, gold, silver. Amid this silly paper nonsense, right? That's what he's doing. Renowned for his book, Rich Dad Poor Dad. You guys know who he is. We covered him so many times already. I don't need to cover all that. Kiyosaki contends the value. He's gone back and forth on numbers too, guys. Wait, let's see where he's at now. He contends that the value of the cryptocurrencies, the fiat currencies, is undermined in the growing money supply and under ongoing inflation. He says the trend is closing the financial gap between the rich and the underprivileged. That's right. We are not middle class anymore, right? We are upper poor. That is what we are. Because there's no middle class, man. They wiped that out a long time ago. I'd argue about 5-6 years ago. Oh yeah, so the underprivileged, he consuls the individuals to turn their intention from the conserving fiat money to accumulating assets with worth, safeguarding their wealth against changes in the economy. Hedge against inflation, guys. That's right. And what is the best hedge against inflation? Oh, we know. It's Bitcoin, of course. It's Bitcoin. Yeah, I mean, the silly stuff. I mean, it does okay. I mean, it's a $15K for about this little piece of gold right here. I don't recommend people doing that. On top of that, you can't even take this amount of gold through an airport. It's too much. I think the limit is like 12 grand. This is already too much to carry on board. It's nuts. So you can't take your wealth with you. I remember that, man. It's crazy. So yeah, money is an interesting subject. Everyone in the modern world uses money, regardless if they earn the money or not. If you are born into a rich family, you may be lucky. Yet history shows that many family fortunes are gone by the third generation. I began studying money when I was young. Yeah, obviously, author of the Rich Dad Poor Dad. Oh wow, this is the longest he's ever. Wow, wow, this is incredible. Yeah. Again, many family fortunes are gone by the third generation. I began studying money when I was young. If you read Rich Dad Poor Dad, which I did, it's a great book, guys. By the way, again, I read in the same time period. You know, Dave Ramsey's. I forget the name of this book. And then, of course, Rich Dad Poor Dad. And this book still holds up. If you haven't read it today. But yeah, beginning making his own coins and melting down old tubes of toothpaste. Which is my youth. When we were made out of lead. I was producing lead nickels, dimes, and quarters. My poor dad stopped my toothpaste tube smelting business, teaching me that making my own money is known as counterfeiting. He strongly suggested I should stop counterfeiting money. He said counterfeiting money is illegal, and I would go to jail if I was caught. That's damn right, man. We can't even melt down our own currency. Like, there's more, and I go over this a lot. This nickel, right? This nickel right here, it's worth 5 cents USD. It's actually worth currently about 11 to 12 cents in its raw state. If you were to take out all the trace metals in it. I think there's like 3 metals that make up a nickel or something like that. But yeah, it's crazy. You can look this up, and you can't melt it down. You can't get its real intrinsic value, what it's actually printed on. But you have to use in case, in its place, that 5 cent, that 5 cent minted value. It's ridiculous. Anyway, the problem is that due to the schools not teaching about money or taxes, 90% of people today work for and save counterfeit, aka fiat. That's right, this fiat trash. Fake money. People working for fake money is one of the primary reasons why the gap between rich and poor grows. Don't be a loser. Stop working for and saving money. Fake money. Recently, President Donald Trump, with whom I have written 2 books with, wow, I didn't know that, was at the Bitcoin conference, being the financially brilliant man that he is. You can debate on that. He's definitely a great entertainer, that's for sure. Former President Trump endorsed Bitcoin and silver as smart money. Please do not Please do not be as dumb as a houseplant. Wow, like the Democrats' candidate for president Kamala Harris. It's not about being Republican or Democrat. It's about not being financially stupid. Get smarter and save gold, silver, and Bitcoin. Wow. Yeah, that was a great, great novel he wrote there. It's a lot more intricate too than his. He was really inspired by Trump apparently. Because he usually puts out like a little thing saying, I think Bitcoin's gonna go, and like he said before, it's a prediction, but it's truth or whatever. His little moniker he says at the end of that. But yeah, that's what's going on with Kiyosaki right now. It's very interesting that he has that big of a pro stance on Trump. As we covered before, Kathy Wood does as well. And honestly, if Robert F. Kennedy is not on the ballot, I have to vote for Trump. I've said this many times. There's no going back now. No going back now. Focus One says, I've read 9 of his books. Wow. That's incredible. You've read 9 of his books? Damn. I I'm impressed, man. Color me impressed. All right. Elon Musk acknowledges Bitcoin's potential after Trump's Bitcoin 2024 speech. Again, this is who we thought was that special guest. Who was the special guest, guys? I'm still waiting to know. Everyone said it on the floor at the convention, on Twitter, the announcers. Who was the special guest? And it was rumored to be Elon as he landed in Memphis earlier in the week and then in Nashville at the end of that day. We don't know. We still don't know who the special guest was. If you do, please let me know in the chat, because I am losing my mind since the weekend. Because we waited. He was already an hour wait by the time he got up there. Anyway, Elon Musk says he will not promote crypto because he doesn't want to. We'll dive into that. It's ridiculous. It's because of all the scams, right? I covered them last week. They were like getting really good too. But obviously you can see there's a Tesla car in the background. It had nothing to do with Nashville Bitcoin conference. It was nuts. Crypto Degen, man, welcome to the stream. Nobody will ever know. LOL. That's right. It's crazy. Yes, a lot of people are going to fall for that. During the podcast, Musk discussed technology, space exploration, and sustainability. When he asked about his views on Bitcoin, he responded cautiously. I am not going to promote crypto. In his, you guys know his, I have a pretty good, I think I have a pretty good Musk impression. It's like, in a joking way, I'm not going to endorse crypto. He just stutters so much, it drives me crazy. If you see me pumping crypto, it's not me. It's not me. I do think that there's some merit in Bitcoin and maybe some other cryptos, and I'm sort of got a soft spot for Dogecoin because I like dogs and I like memes. That's it. That's what I said. I said if he came out there and he was actually the special guest, and all he had to do was say Bitcoin, Doge, drop mic. And that's what I said. I said that, and he's basically, he knows. He's not stupid. What's up, Crypto Degen? Welcome to the chat, man. It's freaking awesome. The live stream. Please like, subscribe, do all the things. I'm out here doing this to build a community. It's freaking awesome. What you guys are. I cannot believe you guys are so great out here. Oh my God. With Maximus and Crypto Future, Rob. Shout out to those guys again, man. They're too great. Trying to help me with the algorithm, man. It's crazy out here. It's exciting, man. I can't believe we're here. I can't believe we got pro crypto presence in 2024. It's a crazy world. I feel blessed every day. Musk also emphasizes the importance of community notes on X posts to dispel misinformation. He warned the audience to verify any crypto opinions attributed to him on social media. Trump to fire SEC Chair Gensler if elected. What did he say about that? It's interesting if they do have a outline on that. He outlined the plans to incorporate cryptocurrency into government's reserves and declared, Trump. On day one, I will fire Gensler. Yes, we know. Additionally, Trump, So I guess he didn't have anything to say on that particularly. We will have regulations, but from now on, the rules will be written by the people and who love your industry and not hate your industry. Yeah, that's what Trump said at the end of his speech. So it does not look like
special virtual guest appearance.
An hour though. We're not playing that.
It looks like a, with like
and that was on a podcast. I can't play that whole thing, guys. But that was at, where was that? It's obviously not at. It's not at Nashville. I don't know. I still want to know who the hell that special guest was. It's driving me nuts. Driving me absolutely bonkers. All right, moving on. If you guys missed this one, this happened this week, last week as well. This is, of course, Elizabeth Warren basically trying to convince the National Security Committee that the power grid is at stake when it comes to Bitcoin mining. We're going to threaten the national power grid. So I want to play a little bit of this.
Mr. Chairman.
And you get a little bit of crazy.
So the Committee on Foreign Investment in the United States,
fake AI videos were
reviews foreign investments in our country to make sure they don't pose risk to national security.
Hopefully I don't get flagged for showing it.
Increasingly, foreign companies are building crypto mining facilities on U.S. soil.
And part of this was foreign cryptocurrency, mining companies are building them here in America, right? And I don't want to play the whole thing because it's god awfully long, but basically her entire spiel was that not only are they doing that here to sabotage our power grid, they're doing it here to spy on us, right? And obviously, to run a node or a miner, it's not doing anything except for, validating the transactions on the Bitcoin blockchain. It has nothing to do with spying on Americans. If any kind of takeaway, it's not even a takeaway at all. You can see the entire, it's there. You can see all of the transactions. You can't even say that they're spying on Americans' transactions in Bitcoin in America. It's regardless of that, it's the whole network, it's the whole world. So there's absolutely no base to this other than it's going to take up a lot more energy, right? And that's what we have solutions for, right? We've got volcanoes mining Bitcoin. We got wind and solar and water, hydro, come on. We've already done that entire narrative. We've debunked it 2 years ago, Elizabeth Warren. Get off your high horse. Move the F out of the way. That's what I'm saying. The entire blockchain is transparent to the world. Exactly. So we just have, again, tons and tons of misinformation. And, I think they're educated enough to know. I think they're just trying to misconstrue the information to the rest of the policymakers, and again the lobbyists, whoever are backing them as well. Which is weird because she's in the pocket of J.P. Morgan and the banks and everything else. So yeah, I digress. Moving on. There's so much stuff. We're going in overtime already. Oh wow. Artists sue SEC over confusing security status of NFTs. I thought this was interesting because now we're finally getting retribution, man. We know that 90% of all the security of cryptocurrencies and NFTs and everything else in our space are securities, not securities, but commodities, not securities, right? As we know that old legacy MIT interview of what do you call it? Presentation that Gary Gensler did back in MIT. That was years ago. But anyway, you guys can source that. I don't need to show that here on the stream again. So this is kind of, again, getting retribution on that because, man, you gotta stick it to them. I mean, damn. XRP sacrificed, XRP's Ripple Labs, Brad Garlinghouse, his company sacrificed like over $100 million in law fees to fight for our space. And yeah, if we're finally getting other smaller companies to get retribution as well. So 2 artists have sued the United States securities regulators seeking answers on whether non-fungible tokens fall under the category of commission's authority. Attorneys representing the plaintiffs, law professor and filmmaker Brian Frey and songwriter Jonathan Mann, sought clarification on which acts as could trigger the U.S. security laws while creating and selling NFT art. Attorneys have suggested or have asked whether artists need to register their NFT art before selling it to the public and whether they must make public disclosures about the risks of buying their art, the July 29th court filing shows. Proud to represent my client. Yes. Whoa, I'm going to X now. And art is not a security, and musicians working in a digital medium should not have to hire expensive security lawyers just to release. Exactly. God. I'm so sick of the overregulation in our industry. Today I'm suing the SEC. 16 years old, 16 years of song a day. Says I'm suing the SEC. I've been writing a song a day for 16 years. Wow, and 211 days. Wow, that's crazy. That is nuts. Let's see what they're posting.
Okay, I'm really doing this. I'm suing the SEC.
Yes.
Okay, I'm really doing this. I'm suing the SEC. Okay.
All right, I don't want to get flagged, but that's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, this is real. That is so freaking awesome. Yeah, I love people like this, man. This is what we need more people like this, man. This is incredible. This, again, like we're pushing that entire movement. This is what I love about this. You don't even need to leave the house anymore to be part of something bigger than yourself. That's, of course, Bitcoin, crypto, freaking JASMY. Fight for your freaking democracy of your data. Come on. I mean, we're pushing these giant big movements, like the things that I feel like are again bigger than ourselves, and I this right here it just speaks to me. That's awesome. So yeah, good on fight the fight, man. This is what I'm saying. I made a video about this the other day. Gotta fight that fight, right? Bukele says, and in the end, it'll be worth it. Kamala Harris to consider Gary Peters as running mate. I just wanted to kind of quickly go over this. There's another potential running mate for her who is actually not pro-crypto. So, yeah, be warned. It's still not going great for Kamala when it comes to being anywhere near pro-crypto for us. In our space, I'm terrified, guys. I'm terrified if we just get a crazy rally of people voting for her for no reason because they don't understand, economics or anything. Yeah, so, yeah, that's what's going on. I don't want to even dive into further of that, but just know that it's not looking too great. It's looking kind of grim. Solana near yearly high after 27% July gain in Solana price to double bottom, right? So we just want to quickly go over that. We're probably going to have to call the news after that. We're going way too into overtime with the news. There's so much stuff coming out, man. I can't cover it all in a day. It's nuts. It never slows down anymore. Never slows down. So yeah, just kind of quickly checking out Solana. Look at that. Looks like it's Bart Simpson since that since that article. But yeah, I mean it's still double. Yeah, we're maybe a little lower than a double bottom now. Yeah, I guess that's still kind of double bottom out. But yeah, I don't see it really going much lower. I mean, hell, we've had nothing but a bullish momentum for it for what, 3 months? About a month. Yeah, since June. And we made a higher high from the last month, but we still are missing that year-to-date high of what was it, 210? Yeah, roughly 210. So Solana's got still a way to go. All right, moving on from there. But it's still really bullish. Everything looks pretty bullish right now, in my opinion, long term. Damn, I mean that's a huge bull flag. Where does it even start? Holy crap! Yeah, insane on the 4-hour chart. Anyway, moving back into the normies. We got to go into the normies. What's going on with Twitter? What's going on with X? Right? Let's see what's everyone's talking about. Again, coming off of some of the most bullish weekend we've had for Bitcoin in a long time. Yeah, let's see what's going on. Let's refresh it. Ooh, let's see. BlackRock. Just in, BlackRock says model portfolio will make allocations to Bitcoin ETFs later this year. Model portfolios. Yeah, the banks. Remember, Cathie Wood said it at the beginning of the year. They're going to take, after the ETFs rolled out, 3 to 6 months until they decide the winners. Then they're going to get in. And it's going to be the banks. The banks are going to buy in. And it's going to, dude, the banks are even going to beat retail. The banks are going to beat retail. Damn. Focus One says he's got to go the night. Dude, thanks again, man, for dropping by. I always love your input as well, Focused. Have a great supper, man. I'll catch you next time. But yeah, that's crazy, man. It's crazy. We're right there right now. We got, what is it? Right now, we're actually 6 months in right now. We're pushing it, right? We're pushing it. The banks right now are deciding the winners. And it's probably going to be Grayscale and BlackRock. I mean, Grayscale's got the long-term record, right? Recognition, holding Bitcoin for over 10 years, I think now. And then BlackRock, of course, being the largest money asset manager of the world. So, yeah, of course, those two are going to win. Everyone's... yeah, money. So, which tokens would you choose to add to your portfolio this week? Oh no, I can't decide. Is it the memes or utility? Memes or utility? Oh no. God, dude, this is so ridiculous that people still want to risk it, man. They just want to risk it for the biscuit. Yikes. Whoa, what's going on with that? I don't know. What is some sort of riot going on? Something to do with crypto? I don't know what the hell that's all about. One concept I was introduced lately, the review of the Bitcoin block size war books. Oh, interesting. The block size war is on one-sided competence trap. I don't have time to read all that. Oh, dang it. Look at Michael Saylor posting 4 hours ago. They're seriously proposing to adopt Bitcoin as a strategic reserve asset for the United States. This is historic and shows that Bitcoin is winning. Hashtag winning. Duh, winning. Cheetah blood, tiger blood, whatever. We're winning. All right. Let's go on into the normies. Hurt my brain more. Donald Trump's trending number one. That's somewhat bullish for Bitcoin, right? Is Bitcoin going to be in the top 10 again? 4 days in a row. With all the bullish news about Bitcoin ever, over the weekend, do we still not have Bitcoin on the top 10? No, we don't. We don't. I don't even want to read these. My brain hurts so much of these normies. Oh my god. Erica Ash. I don't know who the hell that is. Earthquake. Apparently there was an earthquake somewhere at southern something. 4.9. I don't know who that is. A soccer player, baseball player. It's like the same normie crap every day. What is wrong with the normies, man? I feel bad for them. They're missing out. Dolly Parton's Dollywood theme park in Tennessee hit by flash flood. Really? Dolly Parton's really theme park gets more traction than Bitcoin on Google. Maybe, I swear, Google is suppressing this. They have to. They have to be. There's no way Bitcoin was not searched after all this. Every news outlet on Earth was covering. We covered this when Bitcoin 24 was ending with Trump's speech. The Bitcoin magazine stream went down. We went to the other sources. We saw CNN was covering it. We saw ABC was covering it. We saw Fox News. We streamed it on Fox News because everything else was down. Yeah, there's no way. Google has to be hiding this. They've got to be censoring us. Nija Houston, I don't know. It's a skateboarding street. Is it? Japan's. It's probably for the Olympic Games. North Korea. I do enjoy skateboarding. it's one of my favorite pastimes. North Korea planning to join BRICS. Here we go. I don't think it matters much, but Alzheimer's blood test. I mean, it does if you want to start a war. If you want to start World War III, they're making the biggest pact of all. that's with the monetary supply over there in the BRICS nations. Alzheimer's blood test. That's interesting. Blood test 91% accurate at predicting Alzheimer's. Whoa, that's nuts. That's crazy. Again, Planet of the Apes, predicting that dystopian future we're talking about. Anyway, Bob Ballard, DK, USA Women's Basketball, sports. National Chicken Wing Day. Yay, cancer. Men's Gymnastics Finals. Sports. Oh my God! It's obey, consume. Right? That's what we tell the normies to do. United Airlines flights diverted. Still, wow. Your crew vomiting. Wow. Over Bitcoin? Colin Powell and Deshaun Watson. IDK. All right. I don't believe it. Google, tell me what's going on with Bitcoin, because this is absolutely absurd. All right. We did get some more interest over the weekend, so it's not the end all be all of the world. We were at a 42, right, before Bitcoin Nashville. So we're moving up a little bit in awareness. Not quite there to where we were back in February before the peak, right? Back in March, all-time high. It's coming again. But the normies are taking their time, and BlackRock's happy because they get to accumulate more. That's what they're happy about. Alrighty, guys. Let's see what's going on with Bitcoin, and we're gonna call it for the night. See if we can. I couldn't believe how close we got this prediction. It's pretty insane. Other than what happened today, it actually outperformed the the pattern that we chose back here, man. It was crazy. We started this pattern back. It was like, my God, was it Tuesday, Wednesday last week? When was this? Monday, Tuesday last week. We saw this inverted head and shoulders pattern down here. I identified it from back here. I was like, dude, this looks really similar to when we had that initial sell-off from the ETFs back in January. It's almost mimicking it. So all I did was I took the bar pattern from here up, I moved it on over, placed it on top of that. It was not a megaphone pattern back then. It was just a similar looking pattern, and we were really down low. So we came out right about there. I threw that on there. It was me and Truck Dono. Truck Dono was live on the stream when we called that. And yeah, we just kind of threw that on there, and we just watched it play out. And like I said, a lot of times this stuff just plays out. It's just again, psychology. We see these things, we feel the same ways, and we buy and we sell the same. And again, Bitcoin is still, I would argue, a lot more human-driven, right? Human-driven than AI and robotic or bot trading sessions like we do in the stock market. There's still a lot more human-driven activity when it comes to crypto because we're still early. We're still early in adoption. Still early with the institutions. Still early with everything. I mean, everything. I mean, Bitcoin's only $1.2 trillion or $1.3 trillion of market cap. We're early. But anyway, again, what we're still looking at is whether or not we can break out of 70K. To break out of this 3 months descending parallel channel we've been stuck in. Right, we need to invalidate this, right? That's the goal. The goal is to invalidate this and make that next leg up. And we have to hit 70K. And we got really damn close. Really damn close. We touched the butt, I think, 2 or 3 times here, and then we just fell. That was this afternoon. And that was on the U.S. moving their Bitcoin strategic reserve, right? Yeah. Soon to be strategic reserve. Damn political nonsense. Anyway, we broke down. I would say I'm gonna leave this, man. I feel like this is gonna be fun out, people. It's gonna be shaking the hands out, the weak hands, right? We talk about all the time. What do? We sit here, we diamond hand this crap. We don't mess around. We know this damn space. We've been here for 4 years. We know what's going on. We're just gonna sit on our hands and. Again, it's a great day. It's a great day. You know why? Because if you go zoom out, man, if you've been sitting on this damn asset class for 4 years, 2 years, 3 years, even 1 year, you've been sitting on this damn thing for 1 year, you're still up like 120, 130%. It's stupid. It's absurd. Even if you started DCAing back there, you're still up like 70, 80% all the way back up to where we are today. It's incredible. It's an incredible alien asset class, and I love talking about it every single day. It's so exciting. And that is my stream, guys. I'm happy you guys came out. I hope you guys are as pumped and excited as I am. And again, I'm always uber bullish on Bitcoin. Yeah, brother! Again, bigger, better things are happening in our space every single day. We got more news about, again, crypto. All the use cases of crypto. All your favorites like JASMY and Polygon and Avalanche and Solana. I mean, god damn, there's so many great coins out there. You can't cover them all in one damn night or one damn space. I'm so bullish on so many other assets. I need to print more. 3D print some more, more coins to show off. Cardano, man, Cardano's gonna be a big mover this cycle too. I feel. Even like Polkadot's coming back out from the depths. So don't fade this market, guys. Be strong. Don't be no silly weekends. I will catch you guys next time. Don't be buying any beanie babies. Don't be buying any beanie babies, right? I will catch you guys later. This is Otaku, the Crypto Otaku, of course. Signing out. Later.
Insufficient. We can make the dollar the most attractive currency by continuing to have the rule of law. You always print money to do that. I suppose it would diminish our status as the reserve currency. Just shut up. There's no expectation of privacy above me in the sky.
So Bitcoin is the solution because you can buy Bitcoin right